Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is a tarot reading for, again, Donald Trump. And this time it's a relationship reading between Donald Trump and Melania Trump. And the question that I'm going to ask the tarot is, what does the future hold for the relationship, for their relationship, or the relationship between Donald Trump and Melania Trump? What does the future hold for their relationship? And this is a 12-month reading, tarot reading, from February 2018 to January 2019. So it's for 12 months, and I'm going to use the Celtic Cross Spread. And instead of 10 cards, I'm going to use 20 cards. I'm going to use the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot, this one. And for each one of the 10 usual cards that the Celtic Cross has, I'm going to use one card. Therefore, 10 cards for clarification. The Soul cards by Deborah Koff Chapin. So I'm going to use 10 cards as clarification. So let's see. And if you'd like your own personal reading, even similar to this one, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'll be delighted to work with you. If you'd like to donate to my channel, first of all, thank you. My PayPal account is dunyazade@gmail.com, and I never say this. I see all the other YouTube readers doing it, but I never do. But I want you to, I want you to know. I would like you to know that I'm grateful that you are in my channel and watching my videos. So thank you for subscribing, liking, all of that. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. So let's see. What does the future hold for the relationship of Donald Trump and Melania Trump? What does the future hold for their relationship? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okie dokie then. Okay, how many major arcana cards? Just for this one, how many major arcana cards? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. 5 major arcana cards. So there's like, a potential for great change within the next 12 months for the relationship of Donald Trump and Melania Trump. And maybe even possibly a divorce, even though I might not, there's like 2 cards here that tell me that maybe eventually, but considering divorcing, but not yet fully doing it. But okay, I'll read the cards, and this is a clarification cards, by the way, for the tarot reading. What does the future hold for the relationship of Donald Trump and Melania Trump for the next 12 months, again from February 2018 up to January 2019? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie then. So 1, I like to see the clarification card at the end, not immediately. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I'm gonna do something else, because why not? I'm gonna use already from the Tony Caroline Salerno Magdalene Oracle. This is the guidebook from this Oracle, Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I'm gonna use like a card, and I'm gonna maybe at the end show it, but not immediately. What is the advice for them? What is the advice concerning their relationship to Donald Trump and Melania Trump? What is the advice? Okay. I'm gonna pick this card. I'm not gonna show it yet. It's gonna be here. Okay. So let's start. Let's start this. So the general theme for the next 12 months is represented by the Page of Wands. So messages. There's going to be more messages. There might be even more news. I know that there's, you know, some sort of scandal happening. Well, there's always a scandal, but some sort of betrayal that Donald Trump did with allegedly. Okay, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know anyone. You know, I don't know Donald Trump or Melania Trump. I'm not associated with them in any shape or form. So there were news of an alleged affair between Donald Trump and this, I don't know how to say this, porn star, and allegedly he paid her to be quiet about it. I'm thinking there's going to be more news, maybe of a similar nature, and news that will maybe whatever news that happens that might occur that might come to light within the next 12 months. It's news about affairs. It's news about, you know, anything to do with passion. I'm thinking again affairs. Now, not necessarily by Donald Trump. It could even be by Melania. Okay, it could be some sort of revelation connected with her. Okay, it could be that. Whatever it is, that might be the catalyst that will make a change in their relationship. That might be the catalyst that will, for instance, I can read it this way, that will flourish into an action by Melania in order to change her situation, in order to change the relationship that she has with Donald Trump. I'm thinking divorce, honestly. With the last two cards, I'm thinking divorce preparation. Not yet, but within the next 12 months, she might be thinking about it and she might be preparing for it, but not yet fully blown divorce. Now, what is the clarification card? And I don't read reversals. It's this card. I think I did a reading and this card showed up. It's, to me, this is a wounded person. Wounding news. So the general theme for the next 12 months concerning their relationship is news that will wound, news that bring wounds, news that bring pain and suffering. And maybe, yeah, and you see this seems like some sort of cancer in this person's mouth. And again, mouth is connected with communication, is connected with news. It's news that wound, it's news that hurt. Cancer news. Could be literally cancer news, I really hope not. But it could be news that are like toxic news about their relationship. It's not very positive, honestly. I don't see this as positive. Positive, it's not positive, it's negative news that might propel Melania into action. Now, that which is yet not seen, but it will be seen, it's the death card. Don't freak out, no one is dying, okay? Again, this theme of toxic. So this is the Snow White, little Snow White, and she's surrounded by the 7 dwarfs. And the death card is about transformation. So there will be some sort of big transformation in the relationship of Donald Trump and Melania Trump within the next 12 months. After, I would say, some sort of toxic event. Why do I say toxic event? Because Snow White, she fell asleep. She went into a coma after she ate the poison apple. And I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about the theme of Adam and Eve. Eve also ate the apple, and she gave the apple to Adam, and because of that, they both got expelled from paradise. So, and it was the end of more or less a good life and the beginning of a very difficult life. Because someone didn't follow the rules. Someone was told, Eve. In Portuguese we say Eva. Adão e Eva. So Eve was quite literally told by God, hey, don't eat the apple, don't eat from the apple tree. You have all of this from the garden. You can eat anything you'd like, except do not eat the fruit from that tree. Don't do that. And what did Eve do? Well, yeah, she did that. It's like, you know, I'm gonna say something that will make people mad. I'm sorry. Women, they never do what they are told. That's like this theme. Maybe Melania she's tired of doing what she's told. And that will also make this relationship change quite dramatically, even end. But there's like a theme of big transformation. So, the Snow White, she's not dead. It appears that she's dead. But she will be revived by the prince, and she ate from the poisonous apple. She's actually in a coma. And this card also tells me that the clarification card for the first card, for the Page of Wands, it seems like a guy. It seems like someone who's in a coma, because this person has the eyes closed and there's some sort of wound around this person's mouth. It kind of seems like this person is in a coma. So that again tells me the same with the Snow White in the death card. So is it a comatose relationship that they have? It's in a coma. It's almost ready to die. This relationship is almost ready to die, but it's still quite not there yet. It will advance in terms of ending it within the next 12 months, but it's still not quite there yet. But there's like that which is yet not seen is that it will be transformed. Now, again, I don't read. No, this is upside down, but it doesn't matter because it's clarification card. Look at this beautiful card. To me, you see this guy? Every time I look at this card, I think of the themes connected with Christianity. Why? Because it seems like a guy, and he above him there's fish, and below him there's fish. He's a Gemini. Trump is a Gemini. I know Gemini and the fishes, you know, it's different, okay? It's a mutable Gemini and Pisces. It's both are mutable signs. But I always think of the Christianity theme with the fishes. Whenever I see this card, I see something connected with Christ or the church or something like that. So there might be an end to their relationship. They might seek counseling, for instance. with some sort of religious figure in order to revive this relationship that might be, you know, kept hidden. So a way of reading these two cards together is that Donald Trump and Melania Trump within the next 12 months might seek counseling from some sort of religious figure in order to revive their comatose relationship. That's a way of reading it. Because it's the salmon. I think it's salmon. A salmon revives. The salmon, the fish, the salmon. It in Portuguese is salmão. They change, they transform, they go through all of this transformation. There might be another guy waiting around for Melania, and this other guy might be a very generous, kind, sympathetic type of guy. This could be the prince who will wake her up. He's like waiting, and to me this is a person with loving eyes. So he's waiting around. He might have something very important in the sign. I'm thinking Pisces, something very important in the sign of Pisces. To me, it kind of seems like the King of Cups. The King of Cups is generous, is available, he loves unconditionally, he is always there, he doesn't, I don't think this is the first time that the King of Cups shows up. I'm looking at this card and I'm getting a vibe of the King of Cups. Might be a guy, I'm thinking, with something very important in the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, who loves unconditionally. Is like the opposite of Donald Trump. Someone who doesn't, you know, makes you feel bad, someone who's available, someone who's generous, someone who's always there for you. So he's waiting around for this relationship to end, or he's going to be the prince who will wake her up. Okay? Don't hate on me, I'm just reading the cards. Another way of reading this guy, I'm focusing on the eyes. Everyone, the public, is looking at the relationship of Donald Trump and Melania Trump with very curious eyes. Everyone wants to know what will be, when will it end? It's like everyone in the public is kind of stalking Donald Trump and Melania Trump, and they want to know, everyone wants to know, when will it end? When will it end? So that's another way of reading it. Now, the basis, the root, the causes, and the card that came up was, another fish. And this is interesting. I think this is a salmon again. Salmon. How do you say salmon? This is the Temperance card. So, the root of this reading is connected with healing. It's like, in order for this relationship needs to go through some sort of transformation in order to heal. Now, what is this transformation? This transformation is, maybe they should, get some sort of counseling. This is another way of reading the previous card. Get some sort of counseling, okay, in order to heal the relationship, the marriage of Donald Trump and Melania Trump, and in this way they can both continue together, okay? Or it could be the other way around, like the only way of healing this relationship is by getting out, is by, the only way for them both to heal each other is by exiting the relationship that they have, ending the marriage. I don't know which one is it, okay? But the Temperance card, though in this deck is, it's not seen. It's usually it's a guardian angel. It's an angel. So every time that I get the Temperance card, I feel like a guardian angel is watching over you. So it's like whatever happens, a guardian angel is protecting, I would say, Melania and also Donald Trump. Even if you don't want to hear that, I'm sorry, I apologize. And I'm focusing again on the fish and on the salmon. So what is the root for this possible divorce? Again, this guy. There's a guy waiting around for her. and he might have something, and I'm thinking King of Cups. Something in Pisces. He might have something in Pisces. So he's waiting around for her to wake up. And again, there's like this theme of waking up, waking up, wake up. She's waking up. She's still asleep. She still needs to heal before she can be with this guy. Or the only way that she can heal, Melania Trump, is by being with this guy, with the King of Cups. And he's waiting around for her to wake up. Or for her to heal. And for her to have the courage to, to leave Donald Trump. Or he will be the one, the salmon will be the one who will wake her up. Now, what is the clarification card? Oh my God, look at this. This to me, this is the Empress card. I read this as the Empress card in this deck. To me, this is also family. To me, this is pregnancy. So, healing her wounded feminine self. The whole theme is healing of their relationship, the root, the causes connected with this relationship reading has to do with healing something which is wounded, healing a feminine self, healing even, I think, these two cards together, do you know what it feels like to me? It feels like that Melania Trump settled for Donald Trump because there's some sort of wound in her feminine self that comes from her feminine bloodline. Maybe in her family tree there was a lot of women, pregnant women. They were the root of the family. They were the support of the family, and they had to put up with a lot. So maybe to her this is what everything she saw all the time, meaning it was normal for her to put up with whatever the husband did. She saw that in her own family, maybe allegedly, I have no idea, and that's like a theme within her blood family, like something that goes generations and generations and generations in her family tree, in her bloodline. Like the women have to do the sacrifice, the women are the support, and it's like if she gets out of this relationship, it's like the first step for healing, not only for her, but for her feminine bloodline, for her mother and grandmother, for all the women in her family. Feels like that. Now, I'm going to say this, I might be wrong. This woman here is pregnant. What if she gets pregnant, but by not Donald Trump? Okay. By someone else. What if that happens? I'm just giving you this as another possibility, but it's not necessarily, okay? So, what I'm thinking also is she needs to get out of this relationship in order to heal and be present for her child, her Baron, I think it's his name. So she's not pregnant, but she wants to devote more time to her child. But she needs to do that from a healed sort of place. If she's healed, if she's out of this relationship, she will be able to take better care of her son and to be more present for her son. Now, the next card is in the position of the past, influencing the present and the future. And there's the Queen. This is the Queen, I think, the Queen of Swords. So, again, I I'm thinking this is all the news that come her way that cut her. All the negativity that come her way that cut her, like deep down in her soul. So all the negative news, it's like an attack, like an ongoing attack on her. This might even be also the type of relationship in the past that she has with Donald Trump, that Melania has with Donald Trump, like a cutting type of relationship. It's not a loving relationship, it's cut, cut, cut. It's like emotionally cutting. It's a painful type of relationship with lots of aggressive words. So what is the... Oh yeah, she's tired. She's tired of this. This is the clarification card. This is a figure that's on the ground. And to me here it feels like blood. And she's so tired of these constant attacks. These verbal attacks. She's tired of it. And these attacks again could be from Donald Trump, yes, but also from the media that see her and portray her in a very negative way. And she's tired. And this has taken a toll on her health. It's stressful. She has to put up with a lot, and it's very stressful for her. Very, very stressful, and it hurts her. It hurts her deeply, and she's tired of it. Now, that which is on Melania's mind, or Donald Trump's mind, or that which that they both want, or now one of them wants. So, he's a Gemini, right? This is the Magician card. And it's like a little girl wearing a mask. The Magician card has good aspects and bad aspects. Has a good positive way of being read and a negative way of being read. It's a manifestation card. That which you want, you have the ability to manifest and to create and to make concrete in your life. Yes. In a negative way, this is connected with Mercury, and Mercury rules Gemini. This is why I'm saying Gemini. Okay? So, the Magician, he has the ability to lie to you, to tell you whatever you want to hear or not, and you know, he's like the greatest used car salesman. He's a liar. That's a negative way of looking at the Magician card. He's a liar. He will say anything and everything he wants to say. So this might be on Melania's mind, that she's, you know, she's maybe tired of that, maybe tired of Donald Trump's behavior. Okay, this seems to be more like a, even though it's a relationship reading, it seems to be more focused in Melania and less on Donald Trump. So she might be very much aware that Donald Trump is a liar and he keeps lying to her, he keeps wearing a mask, he keeps telling lies, and she's tired of it. Also, another way of reading this card, she puts on her mask whenever she has to face the public. So behind the mask, she hides her true self, and her true self, I would say, is hurting very much. Okay. Now, if this is Donald Trump, what's in his mind, in that which he wants? He wants to obfuscate. He wants to, you know, again, hide behind the mask and not reveal the truth of the relationship that he has with Melania. He wants to hide it. He wants to keep on telling lies. He wants to portray everything as being okay and wonderful. He doesn't want. He doesn't want the reality of the situation, the reality of the relationship that he has with his wife to come out in the public. It's like lying in the seat to me. Okay, this is a way of, and they are both aware of it. Okay, again, this could be her. She might have some sort of an affair. Now, this could be. I'm not saying that it's a physical affair with someone, but there might be someone around her waiting around for her to divorce. and they might not be physically involved, but she might be hiding the fact that there's someone else waiting around. Okay, this is the clarification card. This is an ongoing cycle, that never-ending cycle of lies, hiding the truth, lies and deceit and hiding the truth. Ongoing cycle, and she's tired of this cycle. And if these two cards represent Donald Trump, he wants to keep on putting on the mask and not telling the truth. He wants to keep on going on this cycle in order for the truth about their relationship not to be revealed to the public, or in order to keep on controlling Melania Trump. So it's an ongoing cycle of lies and deceit. If you'd like, again, a reading of this kind, similar, again with 20 cards recorded just for you, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Now, the next card is in the position of, the near future, between 2 to 3 months. Now it's February, March, April, May. May, if I'm not mistaken, is when Uranus enters the sign of Taurus, and Melania is a Taurus. Ooh, okay. Okay, so it's the Hanged Man. It's a pause. It's a pause. And this here, it's a little girl with two heads. I'm thinking it's Melania. Maybe I should have picked another deck, but this is a very feminine type of deck. To me, it's Melania, who's and she has some sort of pause in her life, some sort of waiting around period where she cannot advance, April, May, and she with these two heads, I'm thinking that she's pondering two ways of behaving. So she's pondering, she's reflecting about two possibilities, or one part of her tells her one thing and another part of her tells her another thing, and she doesn't know exactly what to do, to which route should I take. This is also the sacrifice card. She might have to sacrifice something in order to leave this relationship or in order to stay in this relationship. Let's say that she was like taking steps in order to divorce Donald Trump. Something might happen around April or May that will make her stuck, that will make her stay in the relationship. So this is the clarification card. I always saw this card as positive. To me, it's like a person creating another. It kind of seems like the Magician card, because the Magician, like I said, has the ability to create whatever reality he or she wants to create. That's like a positive spin on the Magician. I love the Magician card, by the way. I always, even before I understood what tarot was, every time I looked at the Magician card, I thought this is me. The Magician is me, which makes no sense because I'm a Leo. So, but I always identified very much with the Magician. Even though I'm not kind of like the Magician, the Magician has an ability with words and will tell you whatever you want to hear in order to get what he wants or what she wants. I'm not like that. I will tell you what I think. I hate lying. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I hate obfuscating. But the cool thing that I like about the Magician is that he, let's just say he, has the ability to manifest whatever he wants. He visualizes it and he brings to earth whatever he wants. He has all the tools to do that. So I like that. It's like more like a wish. I wish I was more like the Magician in that way, in that regard. To me, it's like this guy is creating into life by using words something. This is why I identify this card in the Soul Cards deck as the Magician, because he's creating something into reality by speaking it. And the Magician is connected with Mercury, and Mercury is connected with words, with speaking, with communication. This could be another lie that is spoken into reality that will make Melania stuck in some way. So lies might be created in order to make her not move, and this is around April and May. And she has to make the sacrifice of not moving. And again, these are two heads and two heads. It's like one head is saying one thing and the other head is saying another, or thinking another thing. Maybe if there is a guy waiting around for Melania, maybe she's telling the guy, we have to wait longer than I thought. Maybe she thought this divorce thing will be quick, but something happens and she is telling the guy with whom she's with, or with whom she wants to have a relationship, we have to wait more time. There's like a waiting period, a waiting period, a change of perspective even, some sort of sacrifice that needs to be made, something even that needs to be created before she can move on. I don't know what it is, like a waiting period. Maybe something happens in April and May that will make her stop and not move. Now, the next card is the relationship itself between Donald Trump and Melania Trump for the next 12 months. And there's the Judgment card. So there's a big transformation. There's a big transformation in their relationship. The Judgment card is the transformation card. This could even start going to court. There might be court proceedings because judgment, court. They might start. And you see here, this is like a little girl, and she's like a flower, and she's like stuck in a maze, and outside there's the little rabbit, and he has the key. So he's about to liberate this rose. So it's like a judgment. This relationship is about to change, and there's some sort of liberation. And I'm thinking Melania will be liberated eventually, within not within the next 12 months, but proceedings will be starting that eventually will help her liberate herself from this marriage. Okay, and this is the clarification card. So this is the guy, and near the guy there's a lizard of some kind. To me, every time I look at this card, it feels like instincts. The lizard to me represents instincts. Our basic instincts, our defense instincts, how we attack. To me, it's the lizard brain. So we want to be enlightened, we want to be spiritual, but then we have to deal with the lizard brain. So it's like she's trying to defend herself from attacks. If there's some sort of court proceedings to divorce, she will be defending herself from some sort of attacks, some sort of vicious attacks. That's how I read it. Or she wants to defend her son also. These might be court proceedings connected with her son, with whom has the custody of her son, Baron. Now, the next card is in the position of others surrounding the relationship, or the way others see the relationship itself. And there's the king. This is the king. I know it's a woman, but it's the King of Wands. So others see this relationship as fiery, as, you see here, there's a dragon attacking a person. They don't see this relationship in very good eyes. People surrounding them, surrounding Melania Trump and Donald Trump, see that there's a lot of fire in this relationship. Maybe it started out as extremely passionate, a passionate sort of relationship, lots of passion, lots of fire, but it kind of degenerated in some sort of attack. And they see it as like maybe the people surrounding them see as themselves attacking each other. Maybe more like the guy, maybe more like Donald Trump, because he has the rising sign in Leo, that he might be always attacking her. Why do I say this? Because it's the king, even though it's a woman. This card is the King of Wands. The King of Wands represents a man in his late 30s or after the age of 40, which it's Trump, from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And Trump has his moon in Sagittarius, and he has his rising sign in Leo. So people around them might be seeing Donald Trump as the one who's always in control of the situation, who's a very fiery type of personality, and maybe a guy who's always attacking Melania, okay? Now this is the clarification card, which is weird. It seems again like two faces. Again, two faces. There's like a lot of two faces here. Two faces here, and this one, and you know, two heads in the Hangman card. Like two faces. A two-faced man. A two-faced man. Who's asleep, who's not awake, who doesn't even realize the type of destruction that he causes. To me, this is Trump in the way that he's seen in this relationship. Donald Trump is seen by others who surround him and her as a two-faced man who's not awake, who doesn't even realize the type of destruction that he causes in this relationship by being so aggressive. Now, another way of reading it, there might be a guy who might have something in Pisces, but also something in the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, who might be waiting around for her to wake up and to leave and to exit this relationship. And it is a bit, it's like, how do I say this? He's mad, but he's able to hide it. And he's still waiting around. To me, this is a female figure, for her to wake up. And this might be a nicer man to Melania. And wake up, when I say wake up, is like do some sort of act. Maybe she's very she's resigned to her fate, and she's not making any type of action in order to get out of this relationship. And so he's waiting around for her. Now the next card is in the position of hopes, dreams, fear, and advice. And what is it? It's the Justice card. If I'm thinking this is a hope of divorcing, a hope of keeping balanced, a hope of reaching a proper decision if there's a divorce in this relationship, a wish of divorcing. This is what maybe Melania wants. Even Donald Trump might want a divorce. Now I'm looking at the heart being stabbed. So if she dares to divorce him, you will want to stab her heart. You will want to break her. You will want to really, really hurt her. And the way to hurt Melania is to take her son, I would say. And she's afraid of that. She's afraid that court proceedings will be extremely painful, extremely hurtful. The advice would be always try to keep balance. And if she goes to court in order to divorce him, always be balanced, emotionally balanced. Okay, emotionally balanced, whatever happens. And the clarification card is this one. To me, I would say this is an advice. The advice is there's always someone watching, someone from above. And the judge, if there's a judge, I would say it's a guy. The judge is watching very carefully the way everyone behaves in court, if this indeed will go to court. If there's some sort of divorce proceedings, it might take more than a year for her to get divorced. And whatever happens, if she keeps her balance emotionally, if she keeps more or less emotionally, try to keep emotionally detached for whatever bad things happen in court. There's like a guy seeing everything that happens in court. This could be the judge, whomever is deciding, whomever will be the one who will decide. This person is fair, and she should trust the person who's making the decision. She should trust the judge, because he will be fair, and he will be seeing everything that goes around in court. He will be seeing all the bad things, so every move to hurt her, he will be seeing it. Trust that justice will work, and this could even be justice from above, because the justice card is also connected with karma. So another way of reading it is that karma will have to be paid in connection with this relationship, and this is a karmic relationship of some kind that might come to an end. Now, the outcome is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is not seeing all the information. There's information which is hidden within this relationship. Now, this could be that Melania is hiding information from Trump. She might not be telling him that she's planning on divorcing him. If she has some sort of an affair with someone, of course she's not telling him. This could be him hiding information from her. Okay, like duh. And the thing is, the way that I see it, like this is what's grounding or in the mind of this reading, and the outcome is the Two of Swords, and you see the little girl walking towards the magician. So it's like Donald wants to keep on holding on to this relationship and wants to keep on deceiving and lying in order by hiding information in order to keep Melania as his wife. Or it could be Melania who's walking towards the magician in a very tight rope. She's like dealing with him in a very balanced sort of way, but she needs to walk carefully. She needs to be diplomatic. The Two of Swords also, this one also tells me that. She needs to be diplomatic. She needs to not give away a lot of information. She needs to tread carefully, walk carefully in dealing with him in order for her to achieve that which she wants, which in my opinion is to get out of this relationship. So there's some sort of hiding. Now this could be hiding of them. Both of them are hiding information from each other, or both of them are hiding the fact that there might be divorce proceedings. And again, this has the timeline of this is for the next 12 months. But to me, it's like her. She needs to walk carefully and tread carefully. She needs to be careful in order to achieve that which she wants, which is divorce. Now, this is the clarification card. Okay. This is a woman hiding something precious. Precious. Now, this could be gold. Yes. In order for her to, get her due, get her pay, because to me, this is gold. She needs to tread carefully and not to let out lots of information. So if there's some sort of court proceedings within the next 12 months, she might be obliged to, in order to get out, in order to get the money, she might be obliged to write, like to sign on the dotted line, some sort of agreement where she will agree to speak in a certain way and not to speak the truth. Like, oh, the relationship with Donald was wonderful, I really love him, and that we went in our different ways because blah blah blah. She will not be able to tell the truth if she wants to get out of this information, of this relationship. She might not be able to. She needs to walk a very tight line, and she will not be able to tell all the information concerning their relationship and their marriage, and because she might have to sign some sort of agreement, and in that agreement she will be given that which is the most precious to her. And it's just not about money. It is money. It is her due, I would say, but also her son. It's because to me this is a woman, and she's like holding tight that which she really precious, something which is really precious to her, and I'm thinking son. Okay, it's money, yes, but also son. There might be some sort of secret agreement that might be written down, a secret agreement between two parties. Both of them agree on something in order for her to leave. I'm thinking that if there's some sort of divorce, it might not happen within the next 12 months, but there's like a very serious preparation for it to happen within the next 12 months. And maybe sometime during 2019 or even 2020, the divorce will come. But there's some sort of information that will be kept hidden. Maybe the information kept hidden is the amount of money that she will be paid. And again, this is a woman who's tired. She's just tired of all of this. She wants to pack up and go. Now, what is the advice card for both of them? Let's see. Mythic reality. Mythic reality. So there's like this idea of they have to put on a face. Both of them want to hide something. They both want to hide reality of whatever is happening in their relationship. If they're like agreeing to divorcing, both of them want to hide the truth. She needs to lie in order to get out, and he needs to keep his face, the way keeping face, the way that Asia keeps face. He needs to keep on a facade, a mask. Both of them want to keep on they want to keep up appearances for different reasons. He doesn't want to lose face, and she just wants to get out. So there's this mythic reality. It's like they both will get what they want if they put on this facade. I'm going to read from the little book. So mythic reality as an advice. What is it? Number 46. No. It's yeah. Okay, I'm going to read from the little book. Something is causing you concern at present because you are viewing the situation from only one perspective. Okay. And within the next 2 to 3 months, there's like a change in perspective, because the Hanged Man also tells me that. Look within, look with an open heart and mind. Okay, this has more a feel to an advice card. Look with an open heart and mind, and you may see that a positive side also exists. Also, even though this might not be the greatest relationship ever, there's a positive side to this relationship, and they both, Melania and Donald, they both should be aware of that positive side. To me, it's like karmic payment. It's a karmic relationship. It's like they end their karma together. Things may very well turn in your favor if you let go of preconceived ideas and rigid views. Okay, there are at least two perspectives, yes, her perspective and his perspective, from which to view every situation. What you see at present is only part of the picture. Okay, I'm sorry. Often, what seems real to us may not necessarily be what is actually occurring. The true purpose of many of life's events is often unclear because of our false assumptions, fears, and misconceptions. There is no need for concern. Just allow things to naturally unfold and all will become clear to you. Remember, you may not have the power to change the world or many of the events in your life, but you have the power to change your perception of them. So they both have I'm sorry, a unclear vision of their relationship, both of them. It isn't just Melania or it isn't just Donald. Both of them are unable to see all of it, all the reasons why they are in a relationship, why they got married, all of it. So it ends with all becomes clear when I view it from a higher perspective. So there was a point to this relationship, and more like a spiritual point to this relationship. This relationship was meant to be, this marriage was meant to be, and I would say that there's like an end to it. There's like a karmic payment, because the Justice card is also connected with karma. There's an end to it. There's a payment of dues. Dues were paid by both of them to both of them. I know this is weird, and there's some sort of new life, okay, after this relationship ends, to both of them, okay. So that's it. This is the reading that I have. Then you can, comment below. Be nice, and you can tell me you got it right. Oh my God, you're awesome, you're amazing. Or you can tell me you got it wrong, you're awful. Oh my God, you don't know anything. If you like something similar, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'll be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.